Hi there, Chris here. Another video. So we're using Ultimate FPS, and I'm using this modern weapon pack by SXF Games. It has this M4A1 and the ACOG scope. I'm going to put the ACOG scope on here to make it a sniper rifle. Alright, first thing we want to do in Unity is go to UFPS, Wizards, create item type, and unit bank. You're going to rename this to Sniper. So I renamed it to Sniper. I put right here display name, M4A1 sniper rifle, and then I put a description in here. For the bullet, I'm just using the same one that's under the pistol or the revolver, which is this one right here. So you just drag it on. I've made the capacity 5, so you can only have 5 bullets in your weapon at one time. Alright, now you're going to want to take your advanced player, whichever one you're using. So I'm just using the standard one that comes with Ultimate FPS. So if you click on your advanced player, you go down to your inventory script, your VPFP inventory, and what I did was I took my sniper. So you have your inventory, you click this button. So anything up here in item records, you have it when you hit play. Anything down here is something that you can actually pick up. And also I usually turn this if you want. So if reset on respawn is on with a check box, anything you have in your item records is going to go away if you die. So I'm having that off. So the first item I want to add is my sniper. And then I'm going to add bullets. So I'm just going to add 20 bullets. So if it's not listed down here, you're going to want to put it, you're going to want to add it. But it should be down here because I just added it up here. Alright, the next step, I took the machine gun and I just duplicated it. So you just right click and hit duplicate, and then you give it a new name. So I've already done this step. So I named mine 5 Sniper. And then down here on the unit bank, under VP item identifier for your sniper, you're going to want to change this. Alright, the next thing that I did under this projectile, it was machine gun bullet. So if you click on your machine, you just click on this, it'll show you where it is. So I duplicated this and I renamed it to be sniper bullet. So the reason I did this is because I want this range higher. So I did a higher range, 500, force is 200, I made the damage higher, 5, and I increased the spark factor. It's similar to the revolver. So the revolver is 2.5. So this will be the most powerful bullet, basically. So then on your sniper rifle, under, right here, weapon shooter, your sniper bullet, you're going to want to drag it right on top of there. I also made this firing rate. I made it a half, so 0.5 and then 0.25. It's similar to the way the revolver shoots, so if you're familiar with that. I did not change this muzzle flash. You might want to. I didn't change any of the sounds or the shells, anything like that. Alright, the next thing you're going to want to do under UFPS base content art, down here under source you've got basic arms, and then you've got there's basic arms that come with it. I turned off this import animation, and then I fixed, and you're going to want to delete this. So you remove that. I also removed the camera and the directional light. So on the arms themselves, they use this material right here. So what I did is I looked at the arm and I just basically used all of these settings. So I made all the settings. I am using the normal that comes with it. You need to make sure to set this as a normal map because it doesn't come that way. And then the diffuse, I use the one that they use for the other one so that just the color's the same. For the sniper rifle, I dragged it in and then I added this ACOG scope. So it doesn't come with it. I added it, kind of positioned it where I wanted. And I also, the iron sights, I just pretty much turned it off. I didn't delete it, I just hid it. And then I made it, I made a prefab of it. Okay, from that point, my arms, I named them sniper rifle arms. Dragged it into my prefab folder, so there's a prefab right here. I added the weapon. This is actually located so the weapon is actually under home. This is the skeleton. So under right shoulder, elbow, you just follow this down. But under the wrist end, there's actually a weapon locator. I just put it there. It really doesn't matter where you put it, but I put it there in case later on I wanted to animate this left arm to actually animate the magazine, because these are separate. So I put that there, and then I positioned the, I kind of made changes to the thumb and stuff like that. So if I like rotate it, so you can see, you can move the thumb around. You can move all the different bones around. And I repositioned the shoulder, moved the elbow out, I stretched it out, kind of rotated it, made it look kind of like, two arms holding a gun. And then when I was done with all that, I made it a prefab. Under this sniper, under the advanced player, the sniper, this is where I put it. So under rendering, I just dragged my sniper rifle into it. I did not change any of these other settings. What I should do is I changed all these states. So what I'm going to do at the end of this video or another video, I'll show you what my settings are for those states. So next thing I did was I created a new script, and I called it sniper script. I just created a C# script, and I put it's only on this sniper rifle. It's not on the mace or any of the other weapons. This way it will only work with this. Alright, so here's my sniper script. So just the best thing to do is pause the video and type this. So first thing we've got the default crosshair, I've got a sniper crosshair, and I've got a field of view setting. This is 9, this is my zoom in, basically, it takes the whole camera in. I've got a reference to the player event handler, the simple crosshair, and the FP camera, and then I've got the default field of view setting is what is being held right here. I'm grabbing the player on awake, the crosshair on awake, the camera on awake, and then from the camera So here's my camera. I'm taking this field of view and I'm actually overriding whatever is here, so that way I can store this. So if we look at the player, I've got the there's the event handler, here's the crosshair script, and then the camera script. So it's looking for this VPFP camera, and it's finding this camera right here. Alright, so the next piece is I'm using this void on GUI. This is the same thing that they use in this VP simple crosshair script. So basically I'm saying, so since I put this on this particular weapon, all I have to do is say if my zoom is active. So if my zoom is active, I'm going to change my crosshair to the sniper crosshair, and I'm going to change my field of view setting to this 9 instead of 60. Otherwise, if zoom is not active, I'm going to use the default crosshair and the default field of view. So on the advanced player, if you come over here to the VP simple crosshair script and just single click this, it'll show you where it's at. So then if you go back to your sniper script, so if you look at your sniper script, then you would drag this crosshair, or whatever one you're using as your default, and put it here, and then I just created myself a scope GUI. So that's what I'm using, and I've got my field of view setting here. So then if I hit play, I've saved this, and I can hit play. So what it's going to look like when I hit play, so when I zoom in, when you see it automatically resets, but it'll only fire 5 ammo, so the 5. So you can see my weapon settings are, so I went through all the settings and changed my how it's set up, which typically the way you do that is in game. So I'm in game right now. You go on your weapon and you go under the position springs and you can kind of move it around. See, kind of move it around. So what I did was I moved it where I wanted, and I wrote the settings down, and then I went to my states. So I looked at my reload and made sure it was out of view. I went to my zoom, I checked the zoom, slide, got crouch. So I went through all these different states, and I made the adjustments to the settings, and I wrote them down. So then what I did for the sniper one, the zoom one, I copied the pistol because it has a good, so I copied this pistol zoom and I made changes from there. So the rest of them I copied the machine gun and I just renamed them. So I'll just quickly flip through those. So the only thing I changed on this was the field of view. So you can pause the video and write that down. The reload script, all I did was change these. That's X, Y, Z. The crouch, I think I just changed these two. And the run, I think I just changed this position offset. So those are the scripts. That's how I did the weapon. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't really like the muzzle flashes too much, but you can see it zooms in really well and it works out pretty good, and the gun looks really good in the scene, and the hands turned out pretty good as well. Basically when you zoom, it just zooms out of sight.